Welcome to another episode of Lost Railway Towns. We're in East Yorkshire today, more specifically we're in Stamford Bridge. Lost Railway Towns, except Stamford Bridge isn't a town, it's just a village, something that I didn't realise until last night. I'd already prepped this video, did the research, but I think there's some stuff here that's well worth investigating and coming to see.
Any Chelsea fans watching, you can turn off now because this isn't the same Stamford Bridge.
Now that is the bridge that gives the village its name, Stamford Bridge. And that bridge dates all the way back to 1727. Now it sits alongside of the River Derwent, and it's got a population of just under 5,000, so it is quite a big village, you know. So railways aside, this place has got some history. We've got Romans going as far back as 70 AD. We've got the Vikings, and there's a strong Viking connection. You can feel that just walking around the village. And the last time I was here was when I was doing York Marathon, and I think this was, we came into the town just up here after about 16 miles. So I don't have a great feeling towards Stamford Bridge. It's all coming back. I don't think I was in a good place. An incredibly busy place. It could really benefit from a bypass. It's probably best known for what this monument's about, the Battle of Stamford Bridge, 1066. So what of the history of the railway in Stamford Bridge? So this is the York to Beverley line via Market Wheaton. It opened in 1847, closed in 1965.
This was one of George Hudson's creations, but that would need a whole other video in itself. His line from York to Market Wheaton opened in 1847, before his career hit the buffers. It took a further 17 years for the line to be completed as far as Beverley.
So the old gateposts here, look on the entrance to the station yard. The reason I still think it's worth including, even though it's only a village, is it's still quite a major stop on that York to Beverley line. I mean, the old station building is absolutely beautifully kept. The old station club. The old light up there. Isn't that great? Just been snowing. I'm sure they won't mind me sheltering under the front of the station for a few minutes. And one of the level crossing gates is still there. We had a signal box just on this side of the road, just over here. Let's have a walk through the station, shall we? You'll notice we've still got two platforms here. And we've got the goods shed just in front on the right hand side as well. You know what, I've driven up here today, blue skies, bright sunshine. The minute I've literally pulled into Stamford Bridge, it starts hammering it down. Sleet and snow. And there's that other platform, look, just over there. Let's just have a closer look on these platforms. Relics like that plastered around the old station. It's quite obvious that somebody's taking massive pride in the railway heritage of Stamford Bridge. A notice board here, some newspaper cuttings and old photos. And obviously in front of the goods shed we've got all this green space here, look, this open space here. We can see on the old maps just that we had all the sidings, etc. that comes with the station and the goods shed as well. The station's not the only fantastic remains in Stamford Bridge. We're going to take a walk north on the old line now, this old railway line that you can kind of walk on through the village, because we've got Stamford Bridge Viaduct. I'm sure if it's a day to be stood on top of viaducts, if I'm being honest. Blue sky, it's just coming over there. See if we can grab that window. And it is literally only 100 yards, not even that, between the station and the viaduct. So here is the viaduct. We'll go down underneath as well and have a look from the bottom, obviously, because that's where the best views are when it comes to things like this. Fortunately, we're not going to be able to get any drone shots today due to the weather. So we've got some facts about the viaduct just before we do cross it. So we've got a 90-foot cast iron span over the River Derwent that we'll get to in a short while, and that's flanked and by approaching arches either side. I think we're on the easterly ones at the moment. So we've got 10 on the east, on this side that we're on at the moment, and 5 on the west at the other side. There's that blue sky. Just hold it there, please. Let's keep it there, we'll have that. So that's looking back towards the station, and we're just coming over to that cast iron span in the middle, so it's not too windy. Ooh, it's a bit blustery up here. And there's the River Derwent down there, just looking into the village, and that's looking over the Yorkshire Wolds there, look, just sticking up behind the trees. And there's the view the other way. And this end, you can see out here, the western end of the viaduct is, yeah, it's quite a bit shorter. I don't mean to sound nesh, that's a good Yorkshire term, isn't it? But I have completely underestimated how cold it is today. I've been walking around the last few days in shorts and t-shirts. It's been 16, 18 degrees. It's like 3 degrees today with like a wind chill of -3 apparently. Wouldn't be a disused railway video, would it, without the remains of a telegraph pole and its tensioner just down, halfway down the banking down there, look. And this was one of Mr. Beeching's, the Beeching cuts in the 1960s. There has been noises made about trying to get this line reopened again. I don't think anything's really seriously gotten off the ground, but they have built on the alignment through Stamford Bridge anyway, so this is never going to come back into use, is it? There's the east side. How many arches did I say there was on the east side? Got 10 arches here. That's a good looking viaduct, isn't it, like that? I like the blue brick viaducts, but the red bricks just look so nice, don't they? And here comes the rain again, so I'll sign off. I hope you found that interesting. Thanks to all my channel members. Anyone who buys me a coffee sends me a super thanks. So we'll see you soon on the next episode. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.